What if I told you that some of history's most powerful armies made mistakes so massive that they changed the course of entire wars? Some even shaping the world we live in today, from ill-fated invasions to mind-blowing tactical errors. These military blunders prove that even the mightiest leaders can make catastrophic miscalculations. Stay tuned as we dive into 5 of the most insane military mistakes in history. Some so unbelievable, they'll leave you wondering, how did this even happen? Imagine leading an army of over 600,000 soldiers, confident in your ability to conquer a vast empire. That was Napoleon Bonaparte in 1812, believing he could crush Russia just as he had done to so many European nations before. But there was one tiny problem. He completely underestimated the Russian winter. As Napoleon's troops marched deeper into Russia, they encountered a scorched earth strategy. Villages burned, crops destroyed, and supplies deliberately wiped out by the Russians. When winter hit, temperatures plummeted to negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Soldiers froze mid-step. Their weapons became useless, and starvation set in. By the time Napoleon's once mighty army retreated, fewer than 100,000 troops made it back. That's right, over 500,000 men lost due to one of the worst strategic miscalculations in history. 600 British cavalrymen charging headfirst into a valley, cannons firing at them from both sides, and their commanders watching in horror as the attack unfolds. Sounds like a suicide mission, right? Well, it was. During the Crimean War, a misunderstood order sent the Light Brigade straight into the wrong valley, right into the heart of Russian artillery. The result? A massacre. Almost half of the cavalrymen were killed, wounded, or captured in mere minutes. The worst part? The attack had no strategic purpose. It was all due to a miscommunication between British officers. Tennyson even immortalized this blunder in his famous poem, The Charge of the Light Brigade. But let's be honest, no poem could soften the reality of this military disaster. If Napoleon's Russian invasion was a disaster, Hitler took it to a whole new level. In 1941, despite having just signed a non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union, Hitler made a fatal mistake. He decided to break it. With over 3 million German troops, Operation Barbarossa became the largest land invasion in history. But much like Napoleon, Hitler didn't account for one crucial enemy, the brutal Russian winter. His tanks and weapons froze, supply lines collapsed, and Soviet forces launched devastating counterattacks. By the end, Germany suffered over 800,000 casualties, and this blunder turned the tide of World War II, ultimately leading to the fall of Nazi Germany. Had Hitler not made this reckless decision, history could have looked very different. You'd think the worst military blunders happened against the enemy, right? Not this time. The Austrian army once lost a battle against itself. Yes, you heard that correctly. In 1788, during a war against the Ottoman Empire, Austrian soldiers were camped near Caransebeș, modern-day Romania. A group of scouts found alcohol and started drinking. When other soldiers arrived and demanded some, a fight broke out. Someone fired a shot, and panic spread like wildfire. Thinking the Ottomans were attacking, different Austrian units began firing at each other in complete chaos. By morning, over 1,000 soldiers were dead. Without the Ottomans even lifting a finger, imagine losing a battle without an enemy even showing up. Now that's next-level failure. Fast forward to the Cold War, and we get one of the most embarrassing military blunders in modern U.S. history, the Bay of Pigs invasion. The plan? The CIA trained 1,400 Cuban exiles to overthrow Fidel Castro's communist government. The problem? Almost everything went wrong. The landing was poorly coordinated, air support was canceled, and Castro's forces knew the attack was coming. Within 72 hours, over 1,200 invaders were captured, and the entire mission ended in humiliating failure. Instead of weakening Castro, the invasion made him stronger, and it pushed Cuba closer to the Soviet Union, escalating Cold War tensions even further. And there you have it, 5 of the most insane military blunders in history. From frozen armies to self-inflicted defeats, these disasters remind us that even the most powerful leaders can make decisions that cost thousands, even millions of lives. Which of these military blunders just shocked you the most? Or do you know of another major mistake that deserves a spot on this list? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing history content. Until next time, stay curious.